Well, you finally done it. Now you got the police scared to death to go inside of that school to stop that thing before you kill all them children. They scared to death. They don't want to be locked up, sued for doing their job. That's pretty pathetic, man. That's the way people done got these sheriff departments and the police departments. They can't do their job. You know, when I was a kid, a deputy would tell you to freeze. You didn't freeze, he'd shoot you deader than a doornail, and you was paid for. You should have did what the man said. See, that's what's wrong with this country now. They running amok. People are running amok. And they got the police department scared to death to do anything because they don't want to be charged and put in jail with people that they didn't put in jail. But that's what y'all doing to it. That's what y'all doing. Pretty soon, all these good guys out here that's, like I said, y'all don't give them no choice. You tell them if you put your hands on them, we're going to lock you up. Come on, people. What in the world? Like I said, you see what this did? The NAACP? Black Lives Matter. You see what that's done? This thing done nothing but caused chaotic. It's caused that officers didn't know what they was going in on. They didn't want to go in there and wind up being charged. Just like the guy was running back for the guy with the knives trying to whack the police, and he shot that guy. And they charged him for manslaughter. Pretty soon we ain't gonna have no police department because ain't nobody gonna want that job. You know, that's why I'm talking about American people. Where y'all at? I don't see it. I just don't see it. You know, they did that movie on TV with the show with his man and his daughter. She was like 10 years old. He was grabbing her and dragging her in the alley. And people was walking by, wouldn't even turn their head. They seen her, heard her, because it was in a dark alley. But they wouldn't stop. You know why? They don't want to get involved. Because it'll wind up coming out on the innocent people. Just like the sheriff departments. One of these days, they're not going to even be here. And all you bad people, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. If the Lord don't come back first. You know, I just don't get it. How in the world? They could, you know, I just don't understand it. And they stop parents and stuff from going in there. I'm sure they had a weapon. They could have stopped it. I mean, come on, it's a lot of children. My gosh, is this America or what? What in the world? Like I said, we got to, and it's a shame. You won't even let the dang sheriff department do their job. Everybody's got a cell phone. This crap, racist, discrimination, racist, it's got to stop. Like I said, I don't care who you are. You've been discriminated against somehow. Quit. It's just all depends on how you choose to cry about it. And power is in numbers. So now we got so many people that's calling that Trump card. Not Donald Trump, but the DS card. Put it that way. We had a man in there was standing up against this government and trying to bring God back to this country. But no, we wouldn't listen to him. We didn't a lot of people did, and a lot of people didn't. And when he said it was good and bad and everybody, oh, he was the biggest racist man. I mean, come on now, Abraham Lincoln's racist. And now they're taking down Abraham Lincoln. And Floyd, George Floyd, this guy was a fentanyl user. It's on TV. I ain't lying about it. They showed it on TV. Him robbing people, pushing people down, taking their crap. And then they got a monument to it. What the world is going on in America? You know, people better wake up. They better get in their book. Because good is evil now. And evil is good. It's here. It's here. When we set a monument to a dang gone meth head up, it's the bottom line. Or a fentanyl. And I've seen people on fentanyl. You cannot reason with them. My son was on that stuff so bad one time that I had to hold him down. And he felt like he was two men. But yet, he was wrong. He should have let the guy go around terrorizing people. Yeah, that's what he should have did. You see what happened when they let people do it? Do you see what happened? Do you see where you got this country at now? NAACP, you better listen. Because the Bible says if you destroy the history, you will relive it. Black Lives Matter, all life matters. That's what you should have said. If you ain't racist, but you're racist. But that's where you got it now. You got the officers scared to go in, not for their safety, but for they might be charged. Excessive force, y'all call it. But it got a lot of children killed. You see that? It's on the news. Do you care? No, you don't care. You don't care. What about all this BS where y'all getting all this money and not using it right? All that's swept under the porch too. You think you're getting by with it? You're not. Like I said, I do these videos, so maybe one day. I try to talk to people wherever I go. I do. I talk to them and tell them my Lord. And I mean, I used to be a hurtful person. I loved to hurt people. I hated people, because they treated me like crap, and I hated people. I wanted to hurt them in all kind of ways. But when the good Lord come in my heart, He's always been there. But when He came into my heart, it made me realize I need to do good instead of bad. And I started telling people, look, this is wrong. Country, America, this is wrong. This is wrong. And you see what it's caused? NAACP, I want you to look at that. If anybody in that little group cares, I want you to look at that, what it's caused. Black Lives Matters, it's the same with y'all. Now what would happen if some guy comes up and says, well, starts a thing saying white life matters, white life matters? He would be racist, wouldn't he? Wouldn't he? So you see this t-shirt? This is white. You know, I got a couple black friends. They black men. And they call me a cracker. You know what I call them? I call them a graham cracker. And they just laugh. Because if I'm a cracker, they're a graham cracker, right? But see, there's a lot of black men out here. And there's very few white men out here that stand up for anything. But this black life crap, it's got to stop. Y'all causing more hate than anything in this world. NAACP, you got to stop. Anytime y'all set up a George Floyd up on a pedestal, you're telling people right then it's okay to be a fentanyl user and push your weight around. Take advantage of people, beat up little girls, just destroy anybody that gets in the way. That's what you bring to this country. And that's why it happened with them children. That's why them deputies and them, what the world it's got to be? They didn't know if the guy was black. They were scared to death to go in there. They didn't want to go in there and have to shoot a black kid. Because they knew right then they'd be prosecuted. So they didn't go in. See, 25 years ago, 30 years ago, when I was a young man, when I was a kid, this would have never happened. It would never happen because they would have been in there like that. You don't care. What in the world am I talking to y'all for? You don't care. America, you don't care. And I'd be sick. I'd be sick if I was one of them guys. I don't know what I'd do. I couldn't live them. I just couldn't. I'd get rid of every mirror I had in the house, knowing what I'd done. I sat back and let them kids get killed. Lord be with the families that lost their children. And help them somewhere in their heart to forgive the people that didn't even try to help. Because they're going to meet you too. And I guarantee you, every one of them right now has got a gnawing inside them. What in the world? What in the world? We're a shameful country now. We don't stand for nothing. We don't even stand for children. You're destroying it, man. Y'all destroying it. And you're doing it. You're doing a good job. I'm telling you, like I said, I do these videos, maybe somebody around down the road somewhere in another country somewhere and they'll listen. I don't know if they will or not, to tell you the truth. But I have to do it to make me feel better, to make me vent. That way, like I said, when I leave this whole world and I meet the Lord, maybe He'll look at it and say, well, Danny, you tried to tell everybody. You tried to go online and tell everybody. Everywhere you went, you tried to tell people. No, and I'm an angry person. And no, I'm not easy to get. I don't play well with others. Because people ain't people no more. When I was a little fella, they'd walk 20 miles, a doctor would, to pull a splinter out of your finger, or to deliver a baby, or whatever it took to see how their patients was. And now doctors won't even come out the hospital. If they get a splinter, they're sending somebody else to put some alcohol on it. Where's the American people at? You Christian groups, I'm begging y'all to stand up. Because it ain't going to look good when you go through them pearly gates. The Lord's going to say, where were you at in this chaos? Where were you? Where were you? God bless America and help us once more. I know we keep saying that and you keep helping us and we just go right back to it. This is true American, Danny Evans.